Ready? Get it ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LeTip Live. LeTip is an organization of like-minded individuals brought together to help each other's businesses grow and flourish. And today we have a treat. We have a guest live in studio. We have Arnold Castro from Jan Fence. So today we're going to learn more about Arnold and his story. So right now we want you guys to like and share this video so more people can see it. And let's get right into it. Arnold, welcome to LeTip Live.
Thank you for having me, Doug.
Absolutely. Welcome. Absolutely. So let's dive right into it. So Arnold, tell us, what are you up to? What are you up to nowadays?
Well, nowadays, we're kind of slow due to the weather. You know, once it gets cold, once that soil and the dirt freezes over, we're pretty much at a standstill. So, I mean, anything I can do right now, I'll go out and do, whether it's a repair, indoor jobs I'm looking for right now. We discussed pickleball courts and stuff earlier today. Yeah. So trying to keep busy, you know, staying optimistic and keep my head up high and looking for any kind of work.
So yeah, let's dive into that. So like, if there wasn't 10 feet of snow and, you know, in perfect conditions, we have nice weather right now, what would people look to Jan Fence for?
All right. So if there's good weather out, like a nice spring, summertime, you know, it's either people call us up for like just to up the aesthetics of the house, you know, or if they have like animals or pets and they want to contain them, they would give us a call. I'll go out there. It's a free estimate. Take a look at their property and I'll see what best, you know, fits their, you know, their home aesthetically and budget wise. I always work with my customers and
Nice. Beautiful. So what made you get into, you know, the fencing industry? How long you been with Jan Fence?
I've been with them for almost 7 years. I stumbled upon it. Well, actually my brother-in-law's cousin brought me into it. It was around like a little before, around the COVID time. Stuff was at a standstill. I used to do electric. That came to a halt a little bit, and I got a call to get into Jan Fence, and I got in there, and I loved it ever since then.
Beautiful. Yeah. So I do want to remind everyone that, yes, we are live. I see Marilyn in the comment section. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? And this is why we do it. So, you know, we're live right now. You guys in the comment section can ask any questions, comments, concerns. We can answer them live with you today. So if you have a question, comment, concern, put in the comment section, and myself or Arnold will answer that as quickly as possible. So before Jan Fence, what were you up to? What made you make the transition?
Like I said, with the whole COVID thing, but I was in the electric field for a while. And then, like I said, once we got put at a standstill, I got the opportunity to join the Jan Fence team.
Nice.
Got in there with an open mind, and I ended up loving it, and I've been there ever since. Yeah.
Nice. So besides you know, the crummy weather that we have, any good stories or any good you know, maybe like a situation happened, like a big snowstorm, and you had to like race against the clock to get a job done? Any interesting stories?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of cases where like heavy snow brought down like a huge tree limb on top of a fence. Last week, I actually came to the rescue. One of my previous customers, we had to replace the top rail and a couple pickets on a vinyl fence. You know, we're always there for our customers. If we can do it, you know, we'll do it. And it's definitely beneficial when it doesn't entail any digging, when the soil is frozen solid.
Absolutely.
If it's like a top rail to like a chain link fence or a vinyl fence, any kind of fence, we can swap it out. Yeah, no matter if it's 0 degrees or, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a specialty that you guys do, or is there a certain type of fence that you prefer? What is like, you know, what is the top 3 like, you know, projects that you guys like to do?
Like material wise, I guess, like
yeah, or you could be like, you know, a driveway or like, you know, a property fence, like what?
Like a nice, like the dream job would be like a nice big flat backyard with no hills or anything. Once it gets hilly, you gotta work with it, either step the fencing, or if it goes, some of our fencing goes with the grade. So like it sits really tight with the hills and stuff. But a nice ideal job would be a nice flat, you know, backyard where there's no obstacles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So growing up as a kid, I had, regular, I guess you would say the wired fence, right? The chain link, the diamonds, right?
Or cyclone fencing. They used to call
it cyclone fencing. All right. So growing up, I had like the cyclone fence. Now I'm seeing a lot, especially around here, like the big white, like I guess they're PVC
vinyl.
Vinyl. Okay. Is that the new trend? Is that what people are?
It is. It all depends on if people want privacy too, because like a lot of people like if they don't want to be neighborly and like friendly with their neighbors and stuff, then they'll just put up that wall and they don't care. A lot of people are on the fence, no pun intended. They don't want to like discourage or like upset their neighbors, so they'll put something that's not as private, like an aluminum or a chain link fence, and then they'll just put the vinyl privacy in the front face of the house. You can mix and match and combine them. A lot of people do the white vinyl with like a black aluminum on the side or like a black chain link on the side, just to contain their animals but not lose the view as well too. Like if you have a nice view in the back, and if you do install like a nice ornamental aluminum black fence, it disappears. It blends right in. Yeah,
that's nice.
Great. Yeah.
So that's like the top, the best of the best right now. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're doing like the black cyclones. What you call them, right?
Yeah. That's the old school way of referring. Yeah.
So what's the ones that what do they call now? What's the number one right now? The black what?
Ornamental aluminum is a big seller. Yeah.
Nice. How tall are those usually get?
They can go. So they start at 4. Well, actually, no. They start at 3. You can get them 3 up to 6 feet high.
Nice.
Or if you're doing commercial or industrial, you can go 8 feet or
Nice.
You ever see like some churches have like the steel or sometimes they're aluminum that curve at the top for like security purposes and stuff. Those things can go up to like 10 feet high.
Are we putting some barbed wire on some of these things?
Not aluminum, but like chain link. Yeah, we do barbed wire.
Nice. Yeah. So you guys work with residential and commercial?
Industrial, residential, commercial. Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite job out of those?
I like residential. Yeah, it's cut and dry, and that's my bread and butter right there, pretty much.
Nice. So if I was a residential client of yours, what would be the basic, steps or process to it? I call you up, hey, I need a fence. Like what happens?
Yeah. You give us a call, or give me a call directly. It's a free estimate, so I'll come out, take a look at your property, measure everything out. Get the feel from you. Obviously, get what kind of fence you're interested in. If you do have like an opinion, or if you're just some people go in blind and they don't know what they want, and I can give them a couple. Most people know what they want, and so I'll measure your property. If they want a double gate here, maybe a single gate on the left side, arch gate if they want it to look ornamental and like inviting.
Nice.
Basically you'll have your estimate by the end of the day. I go home, get on my computer, work it up, draw up a little spec drawing of what it's going to look like.
Nice.
And I send it out, email it to them, and if they like what they see, they sign. And
nice.
I mean, before this snow came, we were like a week out with all installs. So like if I was to see you today, we'd be out there next week to install this beautiful fence.
But now with these conditions, probably until it melts, right? So
I'd say at least 2 weeks at least.
Wow. So with all the latest technology, do you guys have like motorized or Bluetooth fence or electrical taser on it or something? Is there
what do you mean, like fence wise?
I don't know. Can I like lock the fence from my phone or anything like? Is there any?
There is when it comes to automated. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
But when it comes to automated gates, we have two guys in our company that specialize in like automated gates. So you can they even have like an app now where you can like control it with your phone and stuff. Yeah.
So along with the actual fence that borders the whole property, you guys do like the driveway gates and the
state gates.
Nice. Yep. Like the key cards or a key code.
Yeah. A little gooseneck key code thing. So you can get a combination of that app, a little remote, all that good stuff.
Nice. Yeah. So what is your favorite accessory when it comes to the fencing world?
Favorite
something
accessory.
cool, edgy.
I like
cutting edge.
Well, I mean, besides like the automated estate gates, there's really not that much cutting edge right now when it comes to fencing. I like that all our gates come with self-closing hinges and like magnetic latches. So I mean, literally, you just walk out, close it by itself behind you. Yep.
Nice. Any thumbprint recognition? Any thumbprint?
I personally have never sold anything like that, but we can. I mean, upon
I scan.
no, not yet. But I foresee that coming soon.
Nice,
Pretty
nice,
much.
very cool,
Definitely.
very cool. Anything you want to share with the people at home? Like what sets you apart from the other fencing companies?
All right, so I mean, I tell everybody we're not always the cheapest when it comes to rate, but our customer service is beyond like exceptional. Our Google rating is crazy right now.
Nice.
You're gonna see my name all over the reviews. Arnold the Spectacular. Arnold is great. No,
absolutely, he is.
But you will. But our reviews and our ratings are so good. Our customer service is great. We'll never ghost on you. There's a lot of other places where obviously their rate would be lower, but you're not going to get the customer service that we give. Yeah, we're definitely top notch.
So we're heading into the Winter Olympics. So if fencing were Olympic sport, you would win the gold.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have a success story? One of a project you did that you're most proud of?
Off the top of my head, I did a nice one in Upper Montclair, 6 foot high, ornamental aluminum, closed in. It took a little like troubleshooting because he had a pool, but it was weird because there were a lot of retaining walls and step downs. So I needed to make sure it would pass pool code compliance. Last thing I want is to install this beautiful fence and then it fail final inspection, or a kid falls and God forbid drowns or something, you know. But that was that. Yeah, it ended up being good, passed inspection, and it ended up on our Instagram page. It was like one of the top. Awesome. So I'm proud of that one.
Speaking of pools, like what is the is it like in the state of New Jersey you need to have a fence around the pool? Is that like what are the rules?
Yeah,
of pools?
yeah, it needs to be fenced in. So it's either you fence in your whole property around it, and me going out there, I'll make sure if there's a pool on the property, I'll make sure what I quote them on is going to be meet pool compliance. And that usually entails the gates have to be self-closing, like I said, self-latching, and the latch has to be a certain height so a kid can't reach it. So when it comes to cyclone fencing or chain link fencing, you can't have the 2-inch big diamonds. You would have to have the 1 1/4 small diamonds, so it's not climbable. Or you can put a pool guard fence, removable, like a temporary fence around the pool itself. So you don't have to do your whole property. You could just do the pool. And then when it comes time, when the kids aren't that young and you're not as scared as your kid, you could just remove it and put it away. Yep.
Awesome. So, you said, dealing with codes and approvals and everything before you put it in. Have you any, you have any like, stories of like, the neighbors like, oh, my property line over here.
Yeah.
Give us a juicy story. You don't have to say names, but give us a juicy story.
Well, that's why every time I go out on an estimate, I ask to see their survey, just so I know I could define their property line and everything. There was a case where we did install a fence where the homeowner was confident that the property line was where it was. It ended up not being where it was, and we had to go back, and he had to pay for the labor for us to remove the fence and put it on his property line. There's other cases where people are really cool with their neighbors and their neighbors don't mind, but they sell their property and then another person moves in and they're like, oh no, you're on my properperty. You got to move the fence.
Wow.
There's been a lot of cases.
After the fact, after it's been installed for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like you anymore.
Yes.
Move that fence
2 years,
back.
5 years down the line. Yeah. That happens a lot.
So like, I'm in Oakland, and like a lot of the people, like their backyards just go into woods, right?
Yep.
So like, who really knows what the proper line is, right? And like, I'm not condoning this whatsoever, but like, when you're looking at these surveys, and it just goes, if they're like, yeah, just put it here, did you have to like get approved by the town, the state?
Yep.
So you can't like, sneak a foot or two extra from your wooded area? Like, would they like even have a clue?
I wouldn't even risk it. Yeah. So in order to,
not condoning anything, I'm just saying like I see some of these people's properties like just goes into woods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, is anyone gonna know if I got a couple extra inch? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in certain cases you could get away with it. I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if there's no pool on the property, there's no final inspection most of the time.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. So you'll probably be able to get away with it at that point. But if there's a pool on the property, there's a final inspection, and they're going to come and make sure you're on So even an inch past the property line, they'll be like, nah, so actually, they make you come 6 inches in from your property.
Wow.
Yeah, most towns.
So is there like with since we're on the top of property lines, say me and my neighbor do get along, and we put it right on the property line and split the cost. Is that a scenario?
Yeah. Most towns allow that.
Right.
They'll ask for like a written, something signed by your neighbor that it was approved.
Then have you seen that where like they come together like, oh, let's both pick out a fence together?
Yeah.
Look, I like this
I
one.
had a job in Verona where it was 3 neighbors, and they all split it because the back line of fence went through all their properties pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cases where like
Awesome.
you'll go out on an estimate, and then the neighbor's like, oh, you know what? Can you measure my property? And then the neighbor's like, yeah, you know what? Can you measure mine? I'm like, 3 for 1 banger right there.
Bada boom, bada boom.
Don't mind if I do.
So what's the biggest mistake customers make when they're doing their fencing process?
All right. There was one case in Wayne where I installed an aluminum fence for to contain their dog, their little puppy.
Mhm.
Their vet told them that the puppy was going to grow up to be a certain weight, and it didn't, and it stayed small, so the dog could go right through the spindles. So I had to go back and apply like a welded wire like 3 feet high, so the dog wouldn't be able to go through the spindles.
How small is this dog?
Yeah, I forget what type of dog it was, but it was supposed to be a lot bigger than it ended up being. Yeah,
Disappeared. All right, nice stuff, good stuff. I do want to remind you guys that we are live. So if you have a question, comment, or concern, you can put it in the comment section. We'll answer it today with Arnold from Jan Fence. And yeah, we're having some fun here on the live podcast. So what's what would you say besides the snow? We've covered that a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the snow, what's the biggest challenge that you guys are having to deal with nowadays?
Besides the snow?
That might be the number one.
Yeah,
that's
That's the only. Because if the snow was not on the ground, let's say we were in the Florida right now, we'd be booming. We'd be
Interesting. So like, we're obviously waiting 2 weeks. Like, what is we're just lining these jobs up, and as soon as the snow's gone, we're gonna hit the ground running?
Yeah. I mean, right now, even with the snow, it's hard to go out on estimates and grab like accurate like measurements and stuff.
So now would be, if you're in the fencing industry, your time to like, go on a cruise or take
Yeah. A lot of people are going on vacations and stuff right now.
Nice.
But I'm getting bids for like commercial projects that I'm working on that won't go into effect till the spring. So I'm just taking my time on those, and hopefully I lock a couple of those down.
Oh yeah. So we do want to encourage you guys to share this so we can lock a couple more down for Arnold and get the business out there. So make sure you're sharing this post and sharing it with your friends. I think we kind of covered it, but if there's any more, I think the biggest trend that you're seeing in the industry is like, the see-through black, fences.
Yeah.
Right? Any other trends that we're seeing that we want to talk about?
I mean, some people go with like a colored vinyl. I don't necessarily recommend you going with a really dark colored vinyl, because if it's like really in a sunny spot, tends to get sunspots and fade away. Luckily, you do get like a lifetime warranty on that type of material. So if it does like fade, they'll replace it for you. You just got to pay for labor to replace it. It does look great though. Like if you have a nice modern house with a nice black vinyl fence, 6 foot high privacy, it looks great.
Nice.
But yeah, it tends to fade and stuff. But the black aluminum definitely complements almost every house. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Makes it pop for sure.
Absolutely. So, now's the time to talk to you, right? So like, now's the time to plan and get the jobs lined up. So what advice would you give homeowners that, if you had the idea of like maybe getting a fence, like is now the time to give you a call? Like what advice?
Yeah. Now's the best time, because we could have your material set aside and ready for that green light. And if you're interested in a certain, style that we don't have in stock, it'll give us time to order your material and have it ready for when, it's time to install as well. We have the time now. This is our downtime. As long as there's not like a foot of snow on the ground and we can grab at least some kind of measurement. Yeah. Now's the time to give us a call for sure.
Beautiful. So, we do the live podcast, it's a nice little conversation we have, but one of the perks of it is we're going to pull out little clips and make like, Instagram posts and reels and stuff. Nice. So not to put you on the spot, but can you give us like 3 tips to property management or 3 tips to fencing your yard, like something short, sweet that I can like clip and make it a nice little post? So any like tips or tricks or what not to do when fencing? I don't know. What do you got?
All right. So what not to do is to go with somebody other than Jan Fence.
Bada boom.
You know what I'm saying? Because we do the job right. Specify if what you're getting the fence for, like what you need the fence for. Because like if you don't mention a dog, then I won't know to put. Let's say if you're interested in a chain link fence, a bottom rail or a bottom coil wire is ideal to put on the bottom of the fence. If not, it just flails in the wind and your dog's going to get right under it. And give us a call. Absolutely. We're the best in the business, man.
Absolutely. Speaking of dogs, do you guys also incorporate like the animal fences and stuff like that?
Yeah. We do dog runs. For dog parks and even residential homes. We do like I've done a ton of them.
Nice. Now it includes like the invisible fence stuff and all that.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh wait. No, we don't do that. I'm sorry. I thought you meant chain link. No, we don't do the invisible. No, we don't. But we do dog parks like chain link wise, like chain link. Yeah, we don't do like the electric fencing. No, we don't do that.
All good.
That would be something smart to get into eventually. I'll talk to
the balls. Talk to the big guy. Good stuff. We do want to remind you guys that we are live. So if you have a question, comment, concern, please put in the comment section and we'll answer it live with Arnold here from Jan Fence. So we're answering all your fencing needs. Before we shift gears, anything else that people should know about, the fencing industry and what's going on?
No, I mean, other than vinyl is the way to go. I think that's our top seller. We have our own. All right, so we have a select series where we like fabricate our own like vinyl. We have a vinyl shop. We have a wood shop. We have a chain link shop. We have an aluminum shop. So if you order anything from our select series, that's ready to go. We have it in stock all day, every day. And that varies from like a regular solid vinyl fence from anything with like a decorative topper, like a lattice diagonal topper or something like that. I mean, if you go to our website, you'll see all the different types of fence that we have.
Nice. Yeah. So you guys definitely want to go to the website. What's the website?
www.janfence.com.
www.janfence.com. It is on your screen right now. So make sure you go to www.janfence.com and check out all the stuff that they have to offer. All right, not to switch gears too much, but I'm going to give you some like rapid fire, like fun little questions here.
All right.
What was the first gig or job that you had with Jan Fence? You remember the first project you did? How was that?
You know what? I don't. I don't. I think it was an aluminum job. I think off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I think it was like a black 4 foot high,
nice,
aluminum fence. Yeah.
All right.
And all went well, I think. Yeah. That nothing stands out.
You would have remembered it if it didn't.
There's some times where you mismeasure and then, you want to,
nice.
kick yourself in the butt for that.
So when you're going to a job site, are you more of a coffee guy or an energy drink guy?
Coffee. For sure. Yeah.
Very cool. Any like, special coffee in particular or drink?
Nah, just decaf.
Mocha, loca,
I do
frappuccino, sprinkles.
Decaf, nice. Light and sweet. Yep.
Nice.
Sometimes my wife gets that like Starbucks. She gets this drink. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious.
Nice.
So
that's the mocha loca sprinkles.
Something like that. Yeah. Some mocha loca stuff.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
A little bit of both. On the weekends, I try to be a night owl. After the kids go to bed, I need me time of some sort.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just so tired that you just conk out. But on the weekdays, I'm a morning guy. Yep.
Nice. Is there a me time activity you like to do?
All right. So me time activities on the weekends. If it's on, I'm a huge MMA fan.
Nice.
So I watch the UFC.
Did you watch the Paramount?
I did.
Fights? Nice.
I did.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Cool.
The main event was pretty epic. It was good.
It was pretty good. Some pretty good ones. Hopefully we get a rematch.
Yeah. Right.
What's your go-to work day lunch. So what is like, it's Friday, end of the week, you're gonna spoil yourself. What is your lunch looking like?
A go-to. All right, so we have a place on 23 in Wayne called My Salad,
Wow. Shout outs.
and shout out to My Salad for sure. I get this wrap. It's like an orange sesame wrap.
Ooh,
Orange. It's like a chicken, and it's got like wontons in it and like a whole bunch of greens and stuff.
nice.
It's definitely delicious. And I'll get one of their like fruit drinks or something like the heartbeat with like beets in it or something healthy. I try.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
While you're working, is there like, are you rocking out to music, listen to a podcast? Like while you're on the job, are you listening to anything?
Yeah, well, I'm a huge hip hop head, but most of the time I'm listening to podcasts while I'm driving.
Nice.
Anything
Nice.
MMA related, or I'm really into like true crime stuff as well.
Nice.
So I'll just dive into that and let it
Nice. Do you like when you watch like all the Netflix like
Oh
crime
yeah.
documentaries?
Yeah, my wife
Nice.
looks at my list and she's like, it's so like
I think we watched them all.
Creepy.
We haven't had a new one lately, have we?
yeah. No.
Yeah, we gotta get a new one up for us. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns you have?
How long have you been doing podcasts?
So we've had this studio space for almost 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
My background's in film and TV. I've been doing, Macy's commercials, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Victoria's Secret, the Emmys.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have a laundry
That
list.
must have been interesting.
Yeah,
Victoria's
we have
Secret.
a nice. Yes, we have a very nice little repertoire of previous work, and I decided to start my own thing. I was waiting for someone to die or retire before I got to direct, my project. So started our studio here in Wyckoff, and it's been fun. I get to meet nice people like you and interview people. We have the podcast studio here, so if you guys are looking to do a podcast, come on by.
Awesome setup.
Thank you. So we do want to remind you guys we are live. If you have a question, comment, concern, please put it in the comment section. We'll answer it live right now with Arnold from Jan Fence. So I'm going to keep it going with some fun questions here. If your business had a mascot, what would it be?
If our business had a mascot, what would it be? I guess maybe like a fence picket, like a dog ear picket.
Okay.
White fence picket or something.
Metal man.
Running around.
Metal man. Nice. If your business had a reality show, what would the title be? Shut your fence.
On the fence.
On the fence. Ooh.
Arnold Castro.
Ooh. There's your podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's start your podcast. That's genius. I'm gonna put that in the comments.
I use that pun.
On the fence.
I use that pun all the time.
Keep an eye out for the On the Fence podcast with Arnold. Nice. I like that one. If your crew, your crew that you guys work with, was a movie cast, who's the main character?
Like the real name of
like if you were gonna make a movie of Jan Fence, like who's the main character?
Oh, the main character.
Story?
Okay.
What's their story?
Maybe like Al Pacino or something like that.
Okay.
They're like a Robert De Niro.
All right.
Make it like a Goodfellas-y.
Hey, you need a fence. Hey.
Better buy this fence.
Nice.
Or a James Gandolfini if he was still alive.
Beautiful. So last chance, guys. If you have a question, comments, concern, I really want to, we want to get you some live here right now. Aiden, you got any questions over there? Our podcast producer? No questions? All right. We're going to have to move it to the rapid fire round. Are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do rapid fire right now. Okay. So Aiden, can you go to Apple Music? We're going to get the music on here too. And go to MYPB on the there you go. Nope, go to never mind. We'll skip the ticket. Normally have a ticket. What's up?
I actually do have a question.
There you go. What do you got?
So if someone wanted to get into fencing, what would they kind of
Yeah, you guys hiring?
recommend?
So
you gotta go through like a training program.
There you go.
You shadow a lot of salesmen. You go out with them and you see how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I trained for like a good year and change before I went into the field and did my
Nice.
own thing. Yeah.
Nice. So a good year out in the field.
Oh yeah, because you gotta. I mean, fence. There's a lot in it. It's not just
Mhm.
especially like cycling chain link. There's
Mhm.
so many fittings and parts.
Yep.
I did not get that down to like a good 3 years. I knew what everything. So it's a lot of details.
Nice, nice. Anybody doing the big wooden plank with a hammer, like old school Yellowstone fences nowadays?
No, we do have a pounder, but
Nice.
we have this one installer, Wesley. He's a Polish guy, huge. His hands are like triple the size of mine. It looks like he can just pound them with his hand.
Nice. All right, we're gonna do rapid fire. Are you ready?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Rapid fire round. All right, here we go. I'm gonna rapid fire ask you questions. First thing that comes to mind. Okay, ready? Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Summer heat or winter cold?
Summer heat.
Absolutely. Wood fence or vinyl fence?
Vinyl all day.
Music or podcasts?
Music.
Truck or van?
Truck.
Gloves or no gloves?
Gloves.
Nice, nice. Favorite NFL team?
Minnesota Vikings.
Nice. Favorite sport?
Basketball.
Favorite basketball team?
Indiana Pacers.
All right, nice, nice.
And Golden State Warrior. When I was growing up, Golden State Warriors, and I switched. But I used to be a huge Chris Mullin fan.
Nice.
And Reggie Miller.
So. Nice, nice. Very cool. Favorite food?
I guess pizza.
All right.
Yeah.
How about favorite dish? Like anything interesting? Like chicken bombs, cider, whatever.
Nah, when it comes to dish, maybe like there's a Peruvian dish called arroz chaufa. It's almost like a fried rice, but like a Spanish version of it. That's pretty good.
Nice. Favorite dessert?
I like cannolis.
Nice.
Cheesecakes, but I think I'd rather for dessert cannoli. Yeah.
Nice. Favorite movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Is one of them. Yeah.
All right.
Stands out. Yeah.
Nice. Favorite TV show?
Seinfeld, for sure. Okay. Seinfeld. I'm a fanatic.
Nice.
I watch it every day before I go to bed. I just leave it on in the background.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's kind of like that's TV, and you can have a different answer or maybe not. Do you have a favorite like streaming show or something on streaming services? It's kind of slightly different.
So like I'm a huge MMA fan. So I watch like MMA Guru. He's a podcaster.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And like TV shows. So when it comes to like sitcom, Seinfeld. But when it comes to like a series or something, I'd have to go like Sopranos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We are live, guys. So if you want to ask a question, put in the comment section. We'll answer it live right now. Favorite. So you're into MMA. Favorite fighter? Who's your favorite fighter?
So all time, Carlos Condit, the natural born killer. He was like my favorite.
Nice.
Right now, I guess like right now, Paddy Pimblett won me over this weekend. I've always been a Paddy Pimblett fan, and I like what he stands for when he talks about like mental health for like men that don't speak up. He's always like advocate, and I'm all for that.
Yeah.
So like
both those guys going at it.
Oh
man.
my god. Yeah.
Started off a little slow, but he came back and it was good.
And Paddy proved he's got a chin.
Yeah.
Scousers never get knocked out.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. How about this? First concert or best concert? First concert, best concert. It's a Ted Lasso question. I don't know if you ever seen Ted Lasso.
No, you know what? I haven't gone to many concerts.
All right.
Off the top of my head.
Do you have a favorite concert?
I saw Cypress Hill. So I guess that stands out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Favorite, how about favorite artist, favorite music artist?
Right now, I like this guy named R.A. the Rugged Man. R.A. the Rugged Man.
Nice. Cool. Do you have a favorite like motivational book or quote or something that gets you going in business? What's something that can motivate the people out there?
Seize the day, carpe diem, right?
Yeah,
Carpe
sure.
diem.
Yeah, I like it. Beautiful. Yeah, pretty much you've passed the speed round. You got through it. You made it out alive.
I feel special. Thanks.
Bada boom. So last chance, guys. If you got a question, comment, concern, put it in the comment section. We'll answer it live here today with Arnold from Jan Fence. I mean, I think we pretty much covered it. We learned about you inside and out, in personal and in business. Anything? I mean, obviously we're beating a dead horse here, but obviously we're waiting for the snow to melt so
Yep.
we have all the jobs lined up. Now's the time to talk to Arnold and get your job lined up so they can get all the supplies,
Yep.
all the tools, the materials. So as soon as that ice melts, we start digging and pounding with, what was his name?
Oh, Wesley.
With
Yeah.
Wesley can start pounding these fences in for you. But yeah, anything that we're forgetting, anything that we want to touch base on?
Off the top, no, I think we touched on everything. Just to reiterate, now is the best time to have us come out, do the free estimate. It's a free estimate, no charge.
Bada boom.
And like I said, if you're looking for a certain, style of fence that we don't have in stock, right now is the best time to put that order in, so it's ready to go by the time, and it's here by the time
Bada boom.
the snow melts. Already.
Mention Arnold to Jan Fence, and you get a free estimate. Only for people who mention Arnold.
Yeah, 100%. You'll get a free estimate if you mention Arnold. Yep.
Nice. So last chance. If anyone has a question out there, we'll answer it right now. But we're coming to the end here. All the way at the bottom, second from the bottom. There you go. No, one more up. There you go. But yeah, unless anyone has a question, I think we pretty much covered things here. Aiden, you doing all right over there? There you go. All right, sweet. So yeah, it's been great having you here. We learned a lot about you. You're welcome anytime here.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you, Doug.
Thank you. Aiden, let's roll out.